Hello, all. Let's see what's going on over here. You know, court clears man of Graping Holocaust survivor. 82 says woman did not object. Was she a defense attorney? What was the Nazareth District Court on Monday? Nazareth Holocaust. On Monday, acquitted a man of raping a 82-year-old Holocaust survivor after judges said prosecutors did not convincingly show that the alleged act was not consensual. Exactly. A 2-year-old Holocaust survivor, she would get a little clapped up. I don't know. That shit is disgusting. Women's rights activists panned the decision and urged prosecutors to appeal it at Supreme Court, while attorneys for the woman said they did not know how to break the news to her. Break what news to her? What's happening? Thought she didn't object. According to prosecutors, Adele Hayab, 43, raped the woman and caused her injuries. I mean, there was no way he wasn't going to cause her some injuries. I mean, she's 82. Could have shaken her hand and caused her injuries. That required emergency surgery. Yep, gotta sew that thing back up. At the time of the incident, Hayab was, or is it Hayab? Hayab was under supervision by authorities following his release after 14 years in prison for raping a 70-year-old woman. Come on, bruh. What is wrong with you? This dude needs to be castrated. This is disgusting. Nobody's grandmother's safe out here. Justice Justices Asher Kula and Danny Sarfati and Renana Galaps Mokede. Come on, man. Of course, they'll leave the most ridiculous name for last. Found that it was not proven. Was it 3 judges? It was not proven that the accused grape the complainant grape the complainant without her consent, or that she had said no time and time again. It's like, no, no, no. How do you like it? They said that it was also not shown that the woman showed passive resistance. What's passive resistance? Closing up her. I mean, the muscles probably don't work in one way or another, from which the accused could learn that the complainant refused to have a relationship that was compatible with them. Okay. Presiding Judge Kula noted that the woman did not testify in a coherent and consistent manner and avoided giving answers to some of the questions, both in the hearing before us and in the police investigation as well. Okay. She don't want to admit she's been a long time. You know what I mean? She don't admit she wanted it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Hey, people heard about it. She was embarrassed. Someone else brought up the, lawsuit, and she was like, he emphasized that Hayab is not without fault and had certainly violated the provisions of the supervision order imposed on him. Yeah, it's probably out on bail. Well, not bail. What is it? Probation. That's it. Probation. You can't be within certain miles of a elderly woman. He's the one who made blatant sexual suggestions to the complainant. Well, how do you get laid, Judge? You know, some of these ladies play coy, like they don't know what's going on. You gotta let them know. Of course, if they say no, you don't pursue it. But part of the game. However, from there to being accused of brutal, oh, it's brutal. Grape, the distance is long, even very long. Oh, okay. That was very suggestive there, Judge. I don't want to say that to a lady. Hayab's attorney, Fatih Fakra. All right, come on. His name's jokes now. Fatih Fakra. That's playing with me. From the public defender's office, welcomed the ruling and said his client had been subjected to character assassination. What are you talking about? He went to prison for the same thing. From the start, he denied all offenses and claimed that the relationship was consensual. Of course, he has a thing for elderly. Who's this? Who's this old one? Holocaust survivor. Oh, she's the one who got her cheeks all clapped up and stuff. Oh, I would never cut my dick off before I even. Anyways, Hayab is to be released in the coming days. His life was ruined by the investigation. What are you talking about? He's an ex-con and he's been to jail for the same goddamn thing. By the investigations, the accusations, and the publications in all forms of media. Bakra. Prosecutors said they still believe the woman's version and that they will study the ruling. I mean, the judge said she was incoherent, so how you believe what she said? Attorney Dorit Ben Avraham, representing the woman, said in response to the verdict, "I'm shocked by the ruling," and called it a black day for future grape victims. I mean, not really. Even if the relationship started consensually, now they're walking it back. It was a black day. And it really didn't start consensually. Mm-hmm. The accused must stop the second. Consent is under doubt. The second. He didn't even start. It was just a conversation at that point. And if they're getting physical, when is consent under doubt? If, according to the judge, she wasn't even fighting back or showing any kind of resistance, what was the doubt? Was he like checking in? Like, you okay? You okay with this? What are you talking? I mean, just blowing her back out alone, right away at her age, getting her back blown out, like, that can't be good for her health. So it would seem like it would be a terrible idea to engage in any kind of act with her. But he's the kind of man that goes for that kind of stuff. And maybe he expected some things to break. I don't. Ben Avram said her client was at the time still unaware of the verdict. Yeah, well, seems like she was unaware of anything. And we are debating how to announce it. The fear is that it will cause her severe and immediate damage. I mean, even if I let the truth is going to hurt her, then maybe, maybe it's not his fault that she was hurt. It seems like she's 82. Bones are probably powder. She has been living with severe anxiety since the incident. She's a Holocaust survivor. Oh, flashbacks, PTSD. She could have dementia. She could have consented beforehand and then, after the fact, lost the plot. The two meant met in July 2022, a year and a half after Hayab was released from prison. He said he saw the woman in the street and complimented her. Prosecutors said a relationship developed, and Hayab presented himself as a renovator. Okay, so he did smooze her up. You know what I mean? He did spit some game, and they got to know each other. It wasn't like a random attack. So it's possible, highly, according to the judges, highly possible that he didn't do anything wrong. The prosecution claimed that the elderly woman invited him to her home to do some work. But when Hayab arrived, he pushed her into the bedroom, assaulted her, and raped her. Okay, that took a turn. She was later taken to Ziv Medical Center in Safed with bruises and bleeding, which required emergency surgery. During the trial, the court heard that the 70-year-old woman, I thought she was 82-year-old woman, that Hayab, the one that he was convicted of, Hayab was convicted of raping, also suffered physical injuries during his assault on her. Of course there was physical injuries. They're old. Who's this? Yesh Atid, MK Marav Ben Ari. Was there an MK in the middle there? Huh? Why? At the conference International Convention Center in Jerusalem. Yep. Okay, I'm not saying that name again. Tweeted that the court verdict is a scandal and a disgrace. It was 3 judges. They all agreed. What are you talking about? She advised the prosecution to appeal the terrible decision. Why? The 82-year-old woman is not going to get more coherent, and they have to prove the case again. Hadas Danieli Yellen, damn, these Jewish names, CEO of the non-government Israel Women's Network Lobby Group, said in a statement, "We are shocked by the court's decision." Why? They said why they made the decision. Why is that shocking? Were you guys not present in the courtroom? To acquit a man who violently raped a 82-year-old Holocaust survivor. This is a failure of many systems that need to justify themselves. How? They did already said why they made that decision. What are you talking about? Calling the ruling delusional. Why is it delusional? They listened to the evidence. Yellen also urged prosecutors to appeal the decision. Huh. I don't understand these people. God damn, wrinkles got wrinkles. Anyways. Anyways, man, that was interesting. Until next time.